Welcome back. When the Reggae Girls program hit a snag 15 years ago, one of the first persons who stepped forward to keep it afloat was Jamaican Lavern Deer.
The name Cedella Marley is synonymous in Jamaica with women's football. But before Marley, there was Lavern Deer. In fact, the flyer that Marley's son took home to her about the Reggae Girls needing help was actually done by Deer. After being introduced to the Reggae Girls program and the problems they faced at the time, the Florida-based Jamaican didn't think twice about throwing her weight behind the resurrection of Jamaica's women's football program. But like many who started on the journey, Deer didn't get a chance to see it through after Captain Horace Burrell decided 10 years ago that Marley would be the Reggae Girls ambassador. And even though Deer no longer works with the Reggae Girls, she hasn't given up on her roots.
Someone asked me today, have I reached out to Minister Grange? Because there are other sports in Jamaica that could use the same strategy that I used to help the Jamaica Reggae Girls, right? However, after the Jamaica Reggae Girls, I shifted to social development, social aspects, right, around child sexual abuse, human trafficking. I sit on the board since then till now of E for Life, which is in Jamaica. So I support that organization to help young girls who are sexually abused and, you know, all the social issues that they face. As far as sports, I would love to. I used to play volleyball in high school for a little bit, but I love it. But I am quite sure if someone reaches out to me and say, Lavern, we would like to get your input, hear how we can collaborate, I'm more than willing to meet someone at the table and see how we can help. Because at the end of the day, I consider myself very blessed, right? I work for Broward County government. So I understand how government works. I understand where resources are to be able to pull on resources. And I know Jamaica government is different than here. And the government here, especially within the city, they support these local sports events because it brings a community together. If I can give some of the knowledge that I've gained and how to make it happen here, to do that in Jamaica by engaging the businesses, yes, by all means, because there's a little girl somewhere who looks up at a Khadijah Shaw and say, I want to be there one day. And that little girl may not be playing soccer. She could be track and field. She could be volleyball. She could be playing anything. But nonetheless, that's a girl who sees sports as a way to maybe help take them out of that environment. Can I say no to that? No. Wherever my services are needed, I am more than willing to offer.
Deer was born in Jamaica but left at age 9 to the Bahamas before taking up residence in Florida. But despite leaving the shores of Jamaica so early, she has always wanted to learn more about the country, and working with the Reggae Girls at the time gave her that opportunity.
To convince myself to do this, you know what I told myself? Doing that will help me to rekindle my roots, to learn more about where I'm from. And it has done that. By the work that I've done in Jamaica, I've gone to Denham Town, I've gone to Tivoli, I've gone to, in the country. If I wasn't involved in this, I probably wouldn't have been able to do that. I would probably be still sitting here, oh my God, I don't know anything about my country. But this, by volunteering and giving back my services, it helps me individually, personally, to relive or to even reclaim my culture as a Jamaican. And that's another story that I don't want to get too deep. You know, when you have foreigners or individuals who leave their homeland, especially as a young child, and having to go figure it out in another country, not just one, but two, it takes a toll on you. But when you get an opportunity to go back and see what you missed as a little girl, it's priceless.
So enthused is Deer about that she was instrumental, along with a few others, in starting the Jamaica High School's Alumni Football Labor Day Weekend Tournament in Florida 13 years ago.
And everybody just give a round of applause. He's not here but in the spirit, I'm quite sure he is.
Like, I didn't go to high school in Jamaica, right? And I used to say that my high school is only a few miles away from here. But when I got involved with this, my ex-husband, who's from Recees, who was also instrumental in starting this, when you go to a soccer field and you see the tents of Comrie, Herbert Morrison, Cornwall College, Recees, those are 5 schools that are in that one area of ballers that they went to school, and they're all grown individuals now here in this country. I went to school here, I barely see anyone that I went to school with here. So that alumni is just something special about the alumni that makes these guys, because the ones who used to play when we first started, they're now coaching, right? So they are now reinvesting into it, not just as a player, but now as a recruiter to recruit younger ballers, as well as to keep that legacy going.
13 years and still going strong. Deer says there's no stopping now. They even came back stronger after a 3-year break due to the COVID-19 pandemic.
Am I tired? Do I get tired of being up all night the day before? Yes. However, when I come out and hear the music, it does something to me, and it pushes me to continue for them. So when I first started this, and 5 ballers invited me to come sit at a table to hear their ideas to see how I can utilize my administrative skills to help start this event, they pulled on me for what I bring to the table. So I still feel that responsibility of continuing to go to the commission meeting, to petition with them to continue to support it, to continue to go to the community businesses and share with them. I'm the advocate of it. They show up, they don't see the back end of what we do, but I don't feel as though this is going anywhere anytime soon.
There are even calls to turn the tournament into a festival.
Hey, I'm open, right? We're always looking for new ideas to grow, right? So yes, someone even mentioned it to me that this is a festival. This is not a soccer and netball tournament. This is a festival, because you have the music component, you have the food component, you have the soccer component, you have the netball. So there's everything. There's something for everyone.
After the break, 12 defeats in 16 outings doesn't make good reading for Limehall Academy in the Jamaica Premier League.